Hi, this is Tammy, and welcome to The Rusted Willow. And today we are doing the Hocus Pocus 2 playlist and collaboration hosted by Annie over at Indie Annie Jones. I will have the playlist as well as Annie's channel listed down below in my description box. And I will tell you more about that later on in the video. So let's get into these DIYs. I am so excited today, guys. I hope you're going to get your popcorn and your snacks and sit down and watch this movie tonight. Okay, so I got this Ray Dunn sign. I believe I got it on clearance at TJ Maxx, or I might have picked it up at Goodwill because there were several of them there. I think I might have got it at Goodwill. I take this sign and I give it a good sanding because I want to get all the gunk off of it. And I paint it down real good or give it a good coat. And I actually give it 3 coats where the word says sanitize because everybody's over sanitizing now. I give it 3 coats of white Waverly chalk paint. And then I went to my Cricut and I purchased last year several bundles, Hocus Pocus SVG bundles from Etsy, and I will try to link those down below in my description box. Now, I had this on transfer tape and it was a little too big. I wanted to be able to fit it inside the frame really well, so I put it back on the transfer tape backing and I cut it down while it's still attached to the backing because that's easier to do than it is to start cutting on that transfer tape. And then I get it to fit in there perfectly and I just press it down once I'm satisfied, and I love how this sign turned out. Super cute. Now, pretty much all of my Sanderson's sister stuff or Hocus Pocus stuff is black and white. But I really, really like this sign. And then once I get done transferring the vinyl, I do go over it with Mod Podge to seal it really well. And that's all for DIY number 1. It's that simple. All right, guys, today is Hocus Pocus 2. The movie comes out tonight, so make sure you get your snacks ready. I am so excited. We are having a watch party tomorrow, and I am making a gift in this video for my hostess. Now let's get back into these DIYs. I found these wood rounds at Dollar Tree, at a Dollar Tree Plus last year, and I believe I found them in Texas because at that time we did not have any Dollar Tree Pluses around where I live, and actually we just got them this year, and I just found one that is in Wichita, pretty close to me. So, well, it's an hour away, but close to my work anyway. So I am taking this white, actually this is plaster Waverly chalk paint, and I am giving them on the front side 2 good coats. And I do sand these down really well because they are kind of rough. They're not like you would get from Woodpecker's Crafts and very soft and sanded very well. So they are pretty rough. You're going to want to give them a good sanding before you start painting them. Now, I give these 2 good coats, and I even sprayed down the wood so that my paint would glide on the wood pretty well. And I like to see the wood grain shining through, or coming through a little bit, but I do give them 2 good solid coats. Now, this sign is for my daughter, and she is a Starbucks fan, and so I am making this sign for her. It is in the Starbucks theme. And this is just one of the designs that I got in my Hocus Pocus SVG bundle from Etsy. Now I'm going to show you what not to do here. So I peel this off. It was kind of difficult, but I get this all off the backing, make sure that it's all well and good, and I place it on the wood round, and then I'm like, nope, that's not centered. Nope. So then I go to peel it back up, and thank goodness it comes off because, guys, that normally doesn't happen. I just got super lucky. Once you stick it, it's stuck. So I put it back on the transfer backing, and then I do half, the first top half, and then I pull off the backing to stick the bottom half. Now, that's how you want to do large vinyls. Do not try to stick it all on there at once. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a mess. It's going to wrinkle. It's going to stick where you don't want it to stick. And then you're going to be stuck because that's how it works. Once you stick it, it's stuck. Now, this other one is for my other daughter. And it is kind of the same theme, but not Starbucks themed. But I like the circle around it. It kind of reminds me of, I don't know, that design that's real popular, you know, with the multiple circles. I just really like it. And it just says Sanderson sister. So I did this the right way. I pulled back the transfer tape or transfer whatever. Yeah, transfer tape halfway, and I stuck it on the top, and then I continued to pull back the transfer tape on the bottom, or the transfer tape backing actually on the bottom. And then part of the vinyl did not come off, so I just stuck that on there manually. I say manually, but I placed it by hand and then put it in the right spot. And now I'm going to go over the second one with some antiquing wax because I want to dirty it up. This is more my second daughter's style, distressed. So she likes her stuff just a little bit distressed. And I think it turns out super cute. Now, I distress it just with antiquing wax, and then I decide, well, maybe I don't like that too much, but it's not coming off like I want it to. So I take a baby wipe and I wipe it down real good, but I leave it around the edges. And then I do it a little bit darker around the edges. And then I'm still not satisfied. So I'm going to take a tiny bit of black paint and mix the black paint and antiquing wax together, water that down, and then I dab some of that off onto a paper towel, or actually that's the baby wipe, and then I take it around the edges, and the black with the antiquing wax just gives it a different look. I don't know. It's so pretty. And once it dries, guys, it's so, so pretty. And it distresses it perfectly. I love it. And then I go over it with the sander, and I don't even wait for it to dry. And there you go. All right, guys, I just want to say if you're returning, thank you so much. And if you are new here, please consider subscribing and giving me a big thumbs up because it really helps my channel to grow and helps YouTube push it out to new viewers. I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for all your love and support, and that I do read every single one of your comments and comment back to you. All right, let's get back into these DIYs, guys. I love how this one turns out. So I took the back of one of the wood rounds and I paint this in the wrong direction. I don't know why I painted it this way because I had to figure out which side was top and which side was bottom. But normally when I do ombre, I follow the lines of the wood. So this is off for me because I have OCD. Anyway, I start with some Oops paint. That purple color is an Oops paint, and I literally paid 50 cents for it from Lowe's. That you will not see ever again unless you get lucky. I don't know. Anyway, so then I take the purple, not the purple. The purple was from Lowe's and Oops paint for 50 cents. The pumpkin color is the Waverly chalk paint. And then the plaster color is the last color, and it is also a Waverly chalk paint. And then I just ombre these three colors together. I love how this turns out. Guys, I could sit and mess with these paint colors for hours until I decide that I like it. But I go back and I add more purple, more orange, more plaster. Anyway, I finally get it to where I am satisfied. So you do you. And if you like to ombre colors, how do you do it? Do you take forever? Does it take you forever to blend them? Are you a habitual blender, like you fluff bows? You know, you could fluff bows for hours and fluff your wreaths for hours. I do. And that's how I am with this paint for some reason. But I was finally satisfied at one point, and then I decided, okay, let's put the vinyl on. All these are super easy. They are vinyl projects. You can, however, print this out on your printer and do a Mod Podge transfer. And this one is all words. You could actually print this off on your printer and transfer it with some graphite paper and then color it in with Sharpie or a paint pen. So there are some designs that you could actually print out and you would not need a Cricut to do. And there you go. This is my oldest daughter's. Love it. Love how it turned out. Okay, project number 4. Now, these wood blanks I got at Dollar General. They were having their 70% off sale after spring, and I picked these up. I loved how they looked. I loved the beads on top, and I mean, even the designs were pretty cute, honestly. I hated printing over or painting over that green one because I really liked the design, but I bought them to make over. So that's what we're going to do. So I cut the strings off and I am saving the beads for another project. I'm actually probably going to put some beads back on here. But then I just go over both of these inside the frame and around the frame on the inside with this Oops paint that I got from Ace Hardware. It was $2 and it is pretty close to the plaster color, honestly. It is a very creamy white, warm chiffon color. Or warm chiffon white. I don't know. It's a warm white color. Love it. And I actually go over the inside to cover those words 3 times with it because, you know, white, well, actually, no. I guess I did twice. I went over it twice with the white, and then I decided to go over it and blend this sage color in with the white, and that covered the words perfectly. I am in love with this sage color. Guys, if you haven't found it yet, you need to go get you some sage from Walmart. It is Waverly Sage chalk paint, and I got it in the giant bottle. But I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now, I did shake this bottle up, but I do like that it's made with black, and it was one of the colors that they used to make this color. And I like it when the green and the black aren't blended very well because it comes off on your project and it looks smoky. So I really like that. Now, what I do with mine, and I'm actually making a hostess gift because tomorrow we have a viewing of the movie. So we're going to a Hocus Pocus party. So I took some black and I mixed in with the sage to go over it. Now this is my picture and I like the smoky color and I like that it's dark, but I actually got it too dark there in a couple spots, but that's okay. I do fix it and it comes out gorgeous. I love it. Love it. I'm going to have to make me a shirt that says gorgeous after I figure out how to spell it. But anyway, I know how to spell gorgeous really, but not gorgeous. I'll figure it out. Somebody put it in my comments the other day. And I'm like, oh, that's so cute. I'm going to have to make a t-shirt. Anyway, so this is what they look like when I get done. One just is painted with the sage green, and I didn't do it like solid. I did it like a blending with my blending paint technique. And then this, I went over it with black, and then I went back over the black and sage with the creamy white color, the Oops paint. And then I take my Hippo heat press, mini heat press, because I think with all these little words and stuff like that, it's easier to weed HTV, the heat transfer vinyl, than it is to weed regular permanent vinyl. I did this with HTV vinyl and then I mess it up. See right there? Don't do that. Don't put your heat press directly on the heat transfer vinyl because guess what? It melts it. And then it melts it to the bottom of your heat press. So yeah, there's that. And then I had to repair where I melted it. And then if you can see some real shiny spots, I overheated it there. So this is totally user error. So I don't know. I was having a time. And then I went and I put way too much Mod Podge on here. So don't do that. But I did get those spots repaired that I melted. And after I went over it with the Mod Podge, which I was going to put some back in there, and I'm like, I'll just use it on the pumpkins and the cat sitting right there. But after I repaired it, it turned out just fine. I want to talk to you about these bookends. They were sent to me by Giovanna. They are offering my viewers 10% off if you use the discount code RUSTED10. These bookends are super cute, perfect for Halloween. Now, normally they have really cute bookends for children. They have some gnome bookends that they just came out with that are super cute as well, that will look good for Christmas. But you know I always have books in my decor. I absolutely love these skulls. My husband is actually going to steal them after Halloween and put them in his office. That's how good they are. They look absolutely real. They're nice, very heavy, very nice. So check them out on Amazon. I will have the link down below in my description box. Don't forget to go over and visit Indie Annie Jones at her channel, as well as a playlist. I will also have that listed in my description box. Now it's time for the final reveal, guys. Let me know which project was your favorite, and let me know if you're going to be watching the movie. All right, so here is one side of the Hocus Pocus sign, and this is for my oldest daughter. Here is the other sign for my other daughter, my youngest daughter. Here's my black flame candle picture. Oh my gosh, I love this. Love it. And here is the back side of my oldest daughter's sign. Now, I actually ended up putting a hanger on here with black satin ribbon. And here is my Hocus Pocus spell book. Now, that's a whole nother video. That took me hours, and I made like 6 of those books. But they turned out amazing. Amazing. I also have that bed and breakfast, the Sanderson bed and breakfast window that I made. Oh, goodness, probably 3 years ago. I got to get that out. I love that sign. And here are those gorgeous bookends. Now, they're pretty heavy, and they fit in perfectly with my decor. I ended up doing all skulls this year. How weird is that? And some spiders. Oh my gosh, look at those beautiful roses. Beautiful. So go check out those bookends if you want some. They do have gnomes on there for Christmas, and you can get your set for 10% off on Amazon. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Bye.